The path to divine love. At the heart of religious spirituality lies a profound teaching about the relationship between human beings and their Creator. This path leads to such intimate closeness that the human will becomes entirely harmonized with the divine will. This concept finds its foundation in a revelation where the Creator expresses, "My servant does not cease to draw near to me through voluntary acts until I love them. And when I love them, I am the ear with which they hear, the eye with which they see, the hand with which they strike, and the foot with which they walk." These words should not be interpreted literally as a fusion between the Creator and the creature. God remains unique and transcendent, distinct from His creation. He is the originator of all that exists, and nothing resembles Him. The true meaning of this revelation unveils two dimensions of spiritual connection. The first is fundamental and accessible to every seeker. It involves opening the heart to divine presence through sincere devotion and reverence. This is the indispensable foundation of faith. The second dimension emerges when one builds upon this foundation. When a person fulfills their sacred duties and then, guided by genuine love, perseveres in voluntary acts of compassion, patience, prayer, and generosity, they embark on a transformative journey. God responds to this devotion with His grace. When this divine love manifests, the servant attains a state of perfect guidance. Their perceptions, decisions, and actions align completely with the divine will, bringing them into constant spiritual harmony. This represents total alignment, not physical union. To understand this crucial distinction, another teaching illuminates this path. It is recounted that on the day of judgment, God will ask, "I was ill, and you did not visit me." To the servant's perplexed response, "Lord, how could you be ill?" The revelation follows, "Did you not know that my servant had fallen ill? If you had visited them, you would have found me at their side." This sacred dialogue clarifies the relationship between divine transcendence and immanence. The assurance of God's presence with the suffering servant demonstrates His compassionate care, while the servant's bewildered response reaffirms God's absolute transcendence. Thus, balance is established. God is infinitely beyond His creation, yet intimately aware of and present with those who turn to Him. The path does not require supernatural abilities but purity of intention in the heart. Sincere devotion is so valued that when circumstances prevent action, the earnest intention is honored as if the deed were accomplished. True strength lies in the authenticity of faith that unites heartfelt intention with righteous action. In this way lies the path to divine love. It begins with knowledge and love in the heart. It is strengthened through voluntary acts of devotion and culminates in celestial guidance that transfigures existence, all while glorifying the absolute oneness and transcendence of the Creator. A path where the creation finds its fulfillment not by merging with the divine, but by harmonizing its will with the eternal will.